What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 5 of our Madden 24 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode here on the channel. The Eagles are sitting first place in the NFC, while the Ravens are sitting first place in the AFC. And coming into this game, DeVonta Smith has some high praise for A.J. Brown, especially after last game. And we're just going to praise DeVonta for how he set up A.J. Brown. That A.J. Brown can't do A.J. Brown things without DeVonta Smith. That's plain and simple. That's how that works. You can't have a number one receiver without a supporting number two receiver. Wes Welker wasn't Wes Welker without Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski in his later years wasn't Rob Gronkowski without Aaron Hernandez, Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman. And, look, there's a lot of... You always need a B to your A and an A to your S tier wide receivers. So A.J. Brown has earned 2,500 XP for inspiring his teammate. And guess what? Playmaking duo DeVonta Smith has himself he's got himself a challenge. 150 yards receiving against the Cowboys. That's easily doable. Come on, we can do that. Force feed DeVonta. We get a bonus for every touchdown DeVonta Smith gets. Alright, so DeVonta Smith. Hey, spotlight's on you, big fella. You could do that this week. We're looking for 150 plus touchdowns. We're against the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys sitting at 7-5 on the season. Eagles are 11-1. We're looking out for Micah Parsons. Parsons, 46 tackles, 15 TFLs, and 9 sacks on the season. Those are injured. You got Van Der Esch, Trayvon Diggs. Ball's going to be hurt right there, the right tackle. We have their left tackle, Matt, out. We have Peyton, DeMarvin, C.J. Goodwin. They're all going to be out. How do we stop this offense? Well, we stop Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, 74 overall, superstar. Yeah, he doesn't deserve to be a superstar. That's like a really high rating for Dak Prescott. Yeah, he's not worth it. How do we stop the defense, or how we stop their defense, how we neutralize it? We negate Micah Parsons. Run the ball. Force Mailata, force Lane Johnson just to push him to the side. Don't let him get to the quarterback. Don't let him disrupt the backfield. And we're just going to do what we do best. Run the ball. Now take a look here. Take a look at our players that we're going to give some extra training to. It's going to be Jalen, Keely Ringo, and Cindy Brown. And yeah, 3 future players in our defense. We hope they all turn out to just be the greatest players in the world. Alright, take a look here for the injuries. We get some weekly training points. A little extra training now. Let's see if anyone comes out injured. We lost Mailata the 1 week. We can't be losing Mailata. We can't be losing anyone on the offensive line, really. And even the defense, which has a little more depth behind it, can't really be losing anyone there as well. Because as good as your depth isn't as good as your starters. Plain and simple. You're not going to find a generational backup. You're going to find a generational receiver like A.J. Brown. But the players behind A.J. Brown, Britton Covey, sure, he can step up. Julio Jones, sure, they can step up. But they're not A.J. Brown. That all makes sense to everyone, right? Jordan Mailata, we're just talking about him. Mailata, he's an 89 overall. Thanks to the +1 morale boost. Going to throw him into the agile right there. Make him more of a team scheme fit. And there you go. Upgrade to an 89 agile. +2 to strength. One of the strongest left tackles in the league. Yeah, he's just going to get maxed out on strength. Jalen Carter also gets himself an upgrade. I mean, he's 83, 77. Dude's a beast right here as a rookie. Upgrade that power rusher. Make him a scheme fit. Get him as much XP as possible. Power move awareness and tackling goes up. Nakobe Dean, the heart and soul of this defense, especially from that middle linebacker position. Throw that into pass coverage. Try to make him like the most well-rounded linebacker possible. Even if he only ends up as like an 85 overall, if he just ends up like super well-rounded, where he can do everything very well, that's all that matters. Nolan Smith. See, Nolan Smith is an outside linebacker. I don't think he stays as an outside linebacker, honestly. I think he probably transitions to more of a defensive end. He's kind of like a Micah Parsons player, Nolan here is. I don't think he's going to stay very much here the way he is. Now, we also have some other players, Jack Driscoll, Eli Ricks, Josh Joe, Britton Covey, and Christian Ellis. They also are all up for XP, or I guess for +1s, thanks to their XPs rolling over. And we're just going to auto-upgrade all of them right there. So the AI took care of those players. And we are getting into our Dallas game here. Only a crisp 5 minutes into the episode. But there you go. Take a look at CeeDee Lamb on the season, 1,288, 9 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, they're looking to upset Dallas down here in Jerry World because they've already upset them once up there at the Link. Philadelphia, they are primed and ready to get underway here in this one. They are taking the field here to a lot of boos. People are not happy with Philadelphia taking the field. Now come the Dallas Cowboys, where that logo isn't a logo, it is a rating. They are a one-star team. They haven't been relevant in almost 30 years. Marcus Mariota's on the sideline with Brandon Graham and Nick Sirianni. Jalen Hurts pumping up the defense right there. He said, hey, get out there, go after that quarterback. Mike McCarthy, the man that doesn't deserve a head coaching job because he has no clue what he's doing, mismanaged Aaron Rodgers, and he's also mismanaging Dak Prescott. And the Eagles are opting to kick it away here to start off this one, as they're going to receive it in the second half. So LA and the special teams unit kicks it away for the touchback, and out comes Dak Prescott here in the Cowboys. The Cowboys headed by star quarterback Dak Prescott. 3,100 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 picks on the season so far. That's a big turnaround from last year's stat line right there. Now 1st and 10 here. First play of the game for Dak Prescott. Prescott pressure, and Prescott sacked by Jordan Davis. The run-stopping defensive tackle gets home on that one for a 12-yard loss, first play of the game. 3rd and 10 now. Dak Prescott dropping back, throws it. That one picked off right there by James Bradbury, and Bradbury going to be taken down at the 20-yard line. So Philadelphia's offense starting off here in the red zone for their first drive of the game. Just under 9 minutes left here in this first quarter as Jalen Hurts and the offense takes the field. Jalen Hurts saluting the crowd right there because you just know you're going to wire them up. Now taking a look, you got Jalen here, 3,100 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 picks. So very similar stats to Dak Prescott right there. But Dak Prescott's team's 7-5. Hurts, he's 11-1, and DeVonta Smith gets his first touchdown of the game. He's going to get himself a little bit of a bonus right there, regardless if he hits that 150 or not. But even those couple yards there for the touchdown, that helps out a big time. 3rd and inches there. It's going to be bobbled. All right, there you go. Heard some footsteps by Big Plays Slay, and that receiver, that's going to be Brandon Cooks, drops the ball on 3rd and inches. 3rd and 2. Just got 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Hurts going to try and roll out behind Lane, and Landon Dickerson comes up with an injury as Hurts is going to be sacked on the play. And Dickerson heading back down to the locker rooms. That's not what you want to see out of your starting left tackle. And he's got himself an upper forearm fracture. Oh boy. We got Sua Opeta. He's going to come out to be the backup left guard there. We're not going to go with Sua, though. We're going to go with Tyler Steen at left guard. 1st and 10 here. You got 2:40 left in the first quarter. Play action. Prescott clean pocket. And Prescott going to hit CeeDee Lamb in stride. And there you go. Big pickup there for Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. So that's his second catch of the game. He's got 38 yards on the day. CeeDee Lamb does. Now 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. We're looking for the run there. And they pitch it to the outside. And Pollard, behind some good blocking, ends up in the end zone there. His first rushing touchdown of the game. There you go, Tony Pollard there. And that's it's like a TikTok dance right there. That's what the girls do on TikTok, right? They just kind of shimmy their hips, and it's like, this is a dance move. Give me 100,000 views. DeAndre Swift shows you what a real running back does as he breaks multiple tackles, and he's going to find himself at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and that's a touchdown. A very big touchdown there by a real running back. DeAndre Swift there, his first touchdown of the game. Answering rushing touchdowns with rushing touchdowns here as Philadelphia's offense is. Now 14-7 the score is. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter as Dak Prescott drops back, pressure, and that's going to be sacked from either side. Hassan and Sweat get at Prescott right there. That's going to be a loss of 8 yards. 3rd and 18 now. Philadelphia looking to force Dak to go 3 and out. Prescott rolling out. Prescott throwing sideline out of bounds. That's going to be pressure there by Zach Cunningham, who's all in Prescott's face, and he's still taunting him. 2nd and 10, play action. Hurts, pocket pressure, sideline. That's going to be caught, tiptoed. DeVonta Smith with the first down right there. Big first down from DeVonta Smith. Now 1st and 10. That's going to be passed to DeVonta. And DeVonta breaking tackles. He's in the end zone. for his second receiving touchdown of the day. DeVonta Smith, 2 touchdowns here in the first half alone. Now we're definitely going to be looking for that hat trick. Hat trick coming for DeVonta Smith sooner rather than later. 21-7, 3rd and 1 here. That's a handoff to the backup running back. That's not Tony P. That's going to be an injury there to C.D. Lamb, who comes up hobbling. He was blocking on that play. Non-contact injury there. 2nd and 10, Prescott, pocket collapsing, and Prescott stiff-arming the corner. He's going to get sacked by Jalen Carter, the meanest defensive tackle in the entire league. Yeah, and he's hearing those boos come down on him. 3rd and 15, pass rush is coming for Prescott, sideline throw, and that's to the coaches on the sideline. Prescott, what are you throwing at there? Because it sure is not big play Slay, who's all over that receiver right there. 1st and 10, Hurts looking to put the nail in the coffin on this one. Hurts airing it out. That's going to be, guess who? DeVonta Smith, who's down at Dallas's 36-yard line. 97 yards passing here in the first quarter, or the first half for Jalen Hurts. Hurts now, clean pocket, drops back. That's DeVonta again. Julio just behind him, couldn't quite get the block in time. But DeVonta's down in the red zone at the 17-yard line, as Hurts now has over 100 yards passing on the day. 1st and 10, Hurts. Clean pocket, drops back, end zone, and that's just overthrown. A.J. Brown gets caught up in traffic. That's going to be an interception right there from Malik Hooker. A.J. Brown was there, but no, he gets bumped by a couple linebackers. We're surprised we didn't get a PI from the defense. 1st and 10, play action. Prescott, pressure from Sweat, and Sweat takes him down there. That's a loss of 11 on the first play following the interception. 4th Philly sack of the day. 3rd and 13 now. Prescott, pressure. Wide open C.D. Lamb, who's hit from the front and the back. The Cunningham tackle does push him forward by a couple yards. So C.D. makes his way back on the field for the first down. 1st and 10 now here. 3.5 left in the second quarter. That's going to be a QB blitz, and that's right to big play Slay. Dak Prescott's receiver had no clue where he was going, and Dak had no clue where he was throwing. That's right to the midnight green star corner, Darius Slay. So that's the second interception of the day for Dak. Now, for 2nd and 10 from the 28. Wide opens DeVonta, and DeVonta gets himself the hat trick here in the first half of this football game. Up 28-7. Philadelphia, you love to see that one right there. 3 touchdowns receiving for DeVonta. Now 2nd and 11 here. 2.5 left in the second quarter. Prescott airs that one out, and that one going to be caught, held on to from Brandon Cooks. Big play by the veteran wide receiver. And Cooks talking that trash. 3rd and 4 now. Here we go, pass rush, not going to get home. That's Cooks again. 2 big plays from Cooks on this drive. All right, 1st and 10 now at Philadelphia's 24-yard line. Prescott pressured immediately, and that's going to be none other than Nakobe Dean forcing pressure. 2nd and 18 now. 3rd and 18, a sack can push Prescott and the Cowboys out of field goal range, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to run, diving forward, afraid of Nakobe Dean for the hit. Pick up a 4 there. That's going to set up the field goal opportunity here for the Cowboys. Now Eli Ricks jumping, and Eli Ricks blocking the field goal opportunity. The kicking team picks it up, and that's going to be a tackle there. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 following the blocked field goal, and that's going to take us to halftime. Coming out of half, Philadelphia's offense, run the ball. Run the ball, just kill all the clock. Now how do we stop the offense for the Cowboys? We're going to defend the medium pass. Defend that medium pass. Dak just seems to be getting a couple too many open receivers. Hurts scrambling. Hurts throwing. That one's going to be caught from A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, right place at the right time for the big catch. So there you go. Hurts well over 150 yards now in this one. Now it's 3rd and 4. Hurts. Pressure by the defensive tackle. And that throw is going to be short. And that's going to set up Jake Elliott, the most accurate kicker in the entire league. The next, Justin Tucker. Jake Elliott. Remember that scene in Cars 3 where Jackson Storm passes Lightning McQueen? That's Jake Elliott now to Justin Tucker. Tony Pollard spin move, and he's still up in the air. Breaks the tackle from Sidney Brown. And James Bradbury finally takes down Tony Pollard. 12 carries, 78 yards for Tony P. 3rd and 2 now. Pressure for Prescott. Not going to be there. They don't fall for that play action. That's going to be Cunningham and Hassan Reddick on the TFL. 4th and 1 now. 3rd and 2 for Philadelphia's offense. Hurts. Clean pocket, and he's got himself a wide-open DeVonta Smith, and Smith down at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. 194 yards there. That's 150 yards for DeVonta on the day. There you go. Big play there. Almost picked off by Javon Curse there, but broken up by Zacchaeus. Now Elliott up again for the field goal, and Elliott's field goal is going to be good. 34-7. Jimmy Graham comes up with a broken thumb on the play. Graham, who was brought in to replace the injured Dallas Goedert, comes up with an injury of his own, and he's going to miss some time with that broken thumb. Not what you want to happen in this situation. 2nd and 11. Prescott pressured immediately. Loss of 7 from Hassan Reddick. Big sack right there. That's the 6th sack for the Eagles defense on the day. 3rd and 18 following the Hassan Reddick sack. Prescott, pockets collapsing, and Hassan gets him again, making it a 4th and 23. Back-to-back sacks from Hassan Reddick, the Philadelphia native. All right, after the punt there from the Cowboys, it's going to be a play action. Guess what? The defense falls for it. A.J. Brown left wide open, and he's down at the Cowboys' 37-yard line. Over 200 yards passing now for Jalen Hurts. And 2nd and 4. Got 10 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Play action pass again, and that's DeVonta Smith who takes that for the 1st down, and then a couple more yards. 246 yards passing for Jalen Hurts. Hand off to DeAndre Swift, and Swift ends up in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And there you go, Philadelphia taking a commanding lead here over the Dallas Cowboys down in Jerry World. Fans starting to leave the stadium now with 8 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Prescott throwing, and Prescott gets himself a wide-open CeeDee Lamb. Darius Slay I don't know what happened on that play. It wasn't a heads-up play by Slay right there. 4th and 10 now. This can make or break the game for Dallas. Prescott pressured. Prescott sacked. That's going to be Bradley Roby, the corner on the cornerback blitz, sacking Dak Prescott. I was not expecting that. 2nd and 8 after the turnover on downs. Hand off to Kenny G, and Kenny G, he's got himself a 1st down, and then a couple more yards on that one. Kenny G can run, especially late in games when the defense starts to get tired. You don't expect someone to come in all that well after, you have DeAndre Swift out there. 3rd and goal, and Kenny G muscles his way in for the little man touchdown. And there you go. Kenny G, his 1st touchdown of the game. And Philadelphia extending that lead yet again. And after that touchdown, that's going to call mercy rule in this Cowboys game right here. Mike McCarthy did not show up to play this one. Don't know what Mike McCarthy showed up to play, but a 48-7 loss is not what Jerry Jones had in mind when he circled this Cowboys-Eagles game. Hurts, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 246 yards on the day. Not bad overall from Jalen. 120 yards from DeAndre, 46 from Kenny G. No yards from Jalen Hurts. 169 yards from DeVonta, 67 from A.J. Graham had 5, and Swift had 5. Lane Johnson allowed a sack. Hate to see that. Tackles were led by Hassan Reddick with 8. Way to go, Hassan. Tackles for loss for Hassan Reddick with 4. And then, of course, a bunch of other players also picked up some TFLs. And sacks tied between Bradley Roby and Hassan Reddick with 2.5 each. And then you had multiple other players getting sacks as well. 2 picks on the day, one from Big Play Slay, one from James Bradbury, the veteran corners. Jake Elliott, perfect on the day, of course. 1 punt from Braden Mann. If you want to call him Brandon, his name's Braden. Boston Scott had some returns there. 2 punts and 2 kick returns. So not a very eventful game there. And DeVonta Smith, after the game, goes right to his head coach. He's like, Coach, you called me out. You told me I couldn't do it. And guess what? I did it. DeVonta Smith had himself a great game against the Dallas Cowboys. Call that the DeVonta Smith game. Had himself the offensive hat trick there with 3 receiving touchdowns. And that's a career day for DeVonta Smith. Gets +5 catch in traffic and release after this game. That's a fairly big upgrade right there. Catch in traffic and release for a slot wide receiver. Boy, you are you are making DeVonta Smith way too OP right now with all those stats. Landon Dickerson did come up with an injury. He's going to be out for the next 4 weeks with a fractured upper arm. That's going to be brutal. Tyler Steen's going to be forced to step up, though, in place of the second-year left guard, Landon Dickerson. Graham also went out with an injury. He's going to be out 4 weeks as well with the broken thumb. So you just hate to see stuff like that happen to Philadelphia. That is not what you wanted to do, not how you wanted to end off this game against the Cowboys, injuring 2 star players. But next week we're traveling up to Seattle in the Legion of Boom defense. Try to silence the 12 in the next episode. So stay tuned for that one. If you like this one, drop a like button, subscribe, comment if you're new, and catch you on the next episode.